Welcome campers to day one of our Bahamas basketball virtual camp. This is the advanced session. Today we'll be focusing also on dribble placement, dribble timing, and our drops. So right now let's get right into it. For our first drill, we have straight pounds and turn pounds. The difference between a straight pound and a turn pound is, like we said in our warm-up, straight pound goes straight up and straight down. Turn pound goes more in a circular motion, okay? It's not an in and out. The in and out goes to center frame and comes back. Turn pound stays pretty much in that same dribble line in line with our shoulder. It just comes out a little bit, giving us a little bit more time to have the ball in our hand and read the defense a little bit better so that we can make more decisions. So right now we're going to go into our athletic stance, feet wide, hips back, shoulders down. We're going to go 5 straight, 5 turns. Perfectly fine again to look down. I actually want you to look down because I want you to see where your dribbles are going. Okay? I don't want the balls to come together. That means you're going into in and out. So we want to keep the balls for the most part in that straight line, going in and out. And we want to still hit the same spot as we would in our turn pounds, in our straight pounds. So we're going through this 10 to 20 reps, or you can go for time. Always feel free to get more reps. Next up, we have a drill we call pin and pop. Another 2-ball drill. This one will be a little bit harder to do if you don't have 2 balls, but if you do, it's a great drill to use. So right now we're going to get back into our athletic stance. We're going to sit, okay? We're going to alternate our dribbles, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. We're going to pin this ball while keeping this dribble alive, all right? We don't want this dribble to start coming low like this. We want to keep it pretty much at that waist shoulder height. Now we're dropping our hands. We're going to pop the ball back up. Same thing next side, pop the ball back up. Alright, it's going to really test your brain, test your handle. Alright, go through this. You could get 10 to 20 reps, or you could go for time. Next up, we have our pocket dribbles. So all a pocket dribble is being able to pound the ball down and bring our hands to the side of the ball. Okay, we get our hands behind the ball. This is not a carry, okay? And if I just go here, ball would fall. So the ball isn't stopping and it's not resting. If I go slow motion, obviously right now I'm carrying in the ball because I have to put my hand under it. The ball is now resting in my hand. If I go and I pocket, the ball isn't resting, it's still in motion. And if I stop, it will fall. So this cannot be a carry if you do it without putting your hands under the ball or without cuffing the ball. So right now we're going to go, nice athletic stance again. Going to sit, pound and pocket, pound, pocket, pound, pocket, pound, pocket. Right? When we pocket, we don't want it to come way up here. We want it to stay around the waist area. Right? We don't want to turn our shoulders to pocket. We want to keep everything forward and our fingers go to the side. Right? So when you pocket, your fingers should look like this. Right? So here to the side. Make sure that your dribble is still coming down in line with that shoulder every time. Don't pocket and then go here. Come down the same spot every time. Same thing with the left hand, obviously. More for 10 to 20 reps or time. Next, we have our pocket throws. So what we're going to do, we're going to get into our stance again. Gonna sit low, shoulders down as always. Gonna go pound, pocket, through. Pound, pocket, through. Pound, pocket, pound, pocket, through. Alright, start to get a little more shift with it if you want. Okay, when we go, make sure that, again, you don't have the ball going all the way out to the side. You're still bringing that dribble down in front of you. So it should only be one dribble in between your through. So one more time. Here, through, pound, pocket, through, pound, pocket. Right? Also, don't rush. Don't just go through. Make sure that you pound in, pocket in. Right? Don't just pound, through, pound, through. Right? Make sure that you're pulling the ball to your pocket, through. Right? Go for 20 reps more for time. Just as a side note, we're going to talk about our drop. The drop is a very important move in basketball. It's probably the most important dribbling technique you will learn in basketball. So a drop is just being able to come off your dribble, being able to split your feet, ball side foot forward, dribble foot back, and this gives you 5 different options. Out of this, you can drive, right? You can change direction, so you can drop across. You could also drop and go through. That's 2 of your options. You can go drop into your shot with a step in, or you can go drop and reset step to create space. And lastly, you can drop and make a pass. So this action of splitting your feet and pocketing the ball, it gives you a time to read the defense and see what's going on. So if a defender doesn't move when I drop, I can blow right by. If he decides to cut my line, when I drop and he slides this way, I can change directions and I can get downhill. Okay, so it's a very important move. It's probably the foundation to a lot of other moves. So that's just a side note to keep in mind. Next, we're going to get into our drops. So right now we have this cone here. By no means, this is a defender. We're using this just to help us get low, drop our shoulders, and make sure that we're making low driving angles. So we're going to be here. This cone is going to be slightly inside our shoulders, around that area, not too far wide. You don't want it to be outside our feet because we don't want to turn our shoulders when we drop. We want to keep our shoulders and our hips forward, and we want to be able to bring our feet around and drive around our defender. This is why wide feet is so important. All right, so we're going to be here. We're going to go drop, cone snatch, speed stop. Okay, so all the speed stop is being able to stop inside, outside. Okay, so this is my ball side, so my inside would be the opposite foot. This is my outside leg. So again, speed stop is inside, outside. When we do this, we don't want to hop into it. We don't want to go and hop, because at that point, we're closing our space. Basketball, we have to learn how to maintain our space. We have to learn how to close it. We have to learn how to create space. So as I have my mat here to see my space, which is why this is so important. And as I said, you don't have to use a mat. You can use anything to mark your space. If I dribble up and I hop, most times I'll end up going forward onto this mat because of just momentum. If I was to go and I just stop, as you can see, I didn't make it onto the mat. I just stop right away. That's called being able to stop on a dime, as you hear most coaches say. Okay, so again, we're going here. We're going to go drop, speed stop. All right. Same thing when we go to the left side. Remember, ball side always comes. Ball side foot always goes forward. So we go here, drop, here, speed stop. Go back, put it back down. Try to keep our dribble alive the whole time. We drop. Nice and quick. Next, we got our drop throughs. So we got the same type of movement. We're going to go with our drop stance. We're going to go through, cone snatch, speed stop. Just like before, we're just adding a through to it. So the cone should be pretty much in the same position, right? In line with your shoulder for the most part. Now start to relax stance. Go, drop through. Making sure you're keeping that cone, that dribble alive. We'll go next side, same thing. Go, drop through. Again, it's fine to watch your feet and make sure you know that you're splitting them properly. Right? A lot of kids, when they do this, what happens is they push this foot forward, but this foot never gets back. So they end up just doing this. Also, make sure we're not going side to side, or forward, or backwards when we drop. We should be in the same spot. Okay? That's the beauty of the move. We get to split our feet, get low, without having to move. So we're going through this 10 to 20 reps, or you can go for time. Last drill of the day, we got our drops into a step-in shot. So we got our cone right here on our opposite side of the board. What we're gonna do, we're gonna get low, we're gonna have our hand on the cone, we're gonna go into our drop. When we're ready to pick the ball up, we move our hand, step in, and shoot. Again, if you don't have a rim, just shoot a go shot. So right now we're gonna keep this hand on the cone as long as possible, drop, shoot. Good? Again, drop, Gonna go 10 to 20 reps each way, all the time.